Some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi my loves, it's Destin.Choice and you're watching Choice TV. For today's video I decided to get back on here and do another unpopular opinions because you guys tore my ass up from the floor up for the last one. And I was like, oh, okay, that's not that bad. I mean, I only lost 700 followers, you know, I've lost the worst. I've lost like 2,000, so that wasn't too bad. You motherfuckers will be back anyways. So I wanted to get on here and do another unpopular opinions to let you guys know how I feel. These are unpopular opinions that I be holding in, saying to myself, and some popular opinions that I just kept to myself that could have been videos, but I was like, yeah, I'm not making this video. I'm not this month. Gotta get paid. But anyways, this is my unpopular opinion. If anybody has a problem with it, they can go run in traffic.
I know I did.
My first unpopular opinion is the internet is way too hard on B-Love for her weight gain.
I would love to see Blovesife's lab work because all that seafood she's been eating, and she's been eating it for years, all that salt and oil, butter, and seafood. I just want to know what her mercury levels are at and what her blood pressure is, because that cannot be healthy.
B-Loves, man. It's time to retire. You done had seafood boils every day for the past 10 years. That's too much sauce, that's too much seafood, and that's too much sauteed onions.
Don't get me wrong, I get it. Eating all that butter obviously will accumulate, and she did come forth and say that she did have menopause, and she did come forth and say that she was going to chill out with the seafood boils.
And it's not going to be too much eating seafood. I'm not going to be doing all that seafood and all that. You'll be seeing me cooking meals, but meals of my garden.
And she was going to post more healthy videos from her garden and so much more. And then, of course, she did go back to eating seafood again, and a lot of people, of course, grilled her about it. And I'll be real, there's been a lot of discord on TikTok about her weight gain. But if she says she's fine, then she's fucking fine.
Let me just tell y'all, do not eat seafood boil every day. It does not happen, okay? I probably eat seafood twice a week, 2 times a week, maybe 3, maybe. I'll take you out. If you take me out, because sometimes I go seafood boil somewhere else.
But leave that lady the fuck alone. At the end of the day, it's her fucking body. If she die and she fucking start killing herself with all this damn sauce, are y'all gonna donate to her GoFundMe? I think not. People gotta understand that women usually go through a lot of shit, like hormonal issues. Some women go through things as far as like stress, financial hardships, mental health issues that put a strain on them, and so much more. She probably is going through a lot of stuff in her life, or her body is literally shifting due to hormonal changes. It happens. I don't feel bad for the DoorDasher that got her car vandalized. Oh my God, I can't believe I said that. I don't feel bad for the DoorDasher that got her car vandalized for particular reasons. So if y'all didn't know, there was a situation where a Wisconsin DoorDasher came forth and she claimed that her car was vandalized because she couldn't deliver a client's food.
She ruined a $300 stroller and car seat.
Faith Morris's 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander is a wreck.
There's glass on everything.
Her windshield smashed in, she says, by an angry DoorDash customer. It was around 2 a.m. July 11th. Morris says she had just picked up a food order and was on her way to deliver it when her phone lost service and connection to the DoorDash app.
I didn't know exactly what the address was.
So Morris turned around, went home, contacted DoorDash and asked the company to cancel the order.
The order disappears. So usually that means that they cleared the order or something like that.
But the customer kept calling.
She's saying like, no, you stole my food. I even tipped you.
A search warrant obtained by 12 News says this video from Morris's Ring camera shows the angry customer knock on Morris's door. We've blurred her face because she hasn't been formally charged. Morris didn't answer the door, but watched from her window as the customer approached her car with the DoorDash order still in the back seat and started smashing it with a tire iron.
It was like a movie. It was so crazy just to sit there and be like totally defenseless.
Morris asked DoorDash how the customer got her location. In messages Morris shared with 12 News, a DoorDash support agent said one of their representatives gave confidential information to the customer, which, quote, violates the policy.
Are you serious? Get your manager on the phone. One of your customers just came over here and destroyed my car. Over 10 chicken wings that didn't even have lemon pepper on them.
Now, Morris says she and her 4 kids don't feel safe at home.
I also had to break my lease, and I got to be out of this place in 26 days. I don't even know where I'm going. I don't have no place to take my kids.
Now, I know what some of you guys are thinking. This is just dreadful and terrible. And it is that she got her car vandalized, especially because she's a single mom. But what was interesting to me was this is she ended up telling the rest of the story on TikTok. And that's when I started to lose a lot more sympathy for her.
So the news posted the article on their Facebook, and it's a bunch of people in the comments just saying stupid shit. So I'm really just here to not only give further details of the story, but just address some of the stupidness that's been said. Some people are asking why I didn't drop the food back off at the restaurant. Because the title of the article is something like, I said she passed fryers. Because I said, first of all, she did this over a 10-piece chicken wing. Like, you passed the restaurant to get here. Well, how you know that she passed the restaurant to get there then? Why you ain't just take the food back to the restaurant? First of all, when I left her house, I just made a right and I was just driving. I didn't come the way that I went. I didn't even know where I was. I later found out that I was on Center Street, but I didn't know this at first. From Center Street, I made a right. I went all the way down until I saw another street that looked like a main street, and then I made a right on that, and then I went down to wherever another main street was, or some street that looked like a street that I probably knew, and I just happened to find my way back home. Because remember, my phone's turned off, so I don't have a map, and I'm new to Milwaukee, so I don't know these streets. She not trying to hear it, and she sound like she want to fight, because at this point, I'm being the most humblest. So I humbly tell her, I am going to pray that God will give you the understanding in this situation. I understand that you late and is hungry. If you could please contact DoorDash. I'm out here DoorDashing at 2 o'clock in the morning with my babies. I would never steal your order. I told her to have a blessed night, and that just really pissed her off. She's like, oh, you just told me to have a blessed night? I got your location. You said you at home, right? At this point, I'm like, pull up then. Because you sound like you on some bullshit and I'm on whatever type of time you on. Talking about you got my location. In a threatening way. So I go in the house. Mind you, before I get in the house, the police is outside on foot across the street with flashlights. It's like 4 of them. On foot, just searching around in the house, walking around the neighborhood on foot. Looking in these different Habitat for Humanity homes that nobody lives in yet because they're still being built, but I guess they was on a call. I go in the house, 10 minutes later, I get a call. It's the customer talking about, yeah, this the girl from DoorDash, so your address, and starts repeating the neighbor's address. So I'm like, oh, she's really here. And he say, now look at me and this opportunity is standing right in front. Baby, I planned on walking her down. But my son was like, mommy, don't shoot her.
She told us everything but what happened to that girl 10-piece chicken wings. What happened to the 10-piece chicken wings? She had nothing else to say other than, oh yeah, this girl pulled up. And the reason why she was able to have her address found was because her map was still active. She claims her phone died. That's why she couldn't deliver the order. So she had to drive home, charge her phone, and she didn't feel like going all the way back. So what happened to the chicken wings? You could at least left it on the sidewalk for her. You could at least took it back to the restaurant. All I could think to myself is, look, she deserved to have her car smashed, and I feel bad for her kids for not feeling safe. But, oh my God, why didn't you just deliver her food? So she went on TikTok to make it very clear that she had an argument with the client way before her phone died. And then she also made it very clear that they had a back and forth because the client kept telling her, leave the food in front of my door. And she said, no, you live in the hood. And then she even had the nerve to tell the client when she drove back home, well, pull up then if you got a problem. So that's when I started to lose a lot more respect for her and realize that she was low-key full of shit. So, yeah, I don't feel bad for the DoorDash that got her car vandalized. I'm not saying it's right. It was definitely wrong. And that woman should be in jail because you don't vandalize people's properties at all. 2 wrongs don't make a right. But why you ain't deliver her food? See, I'm going to be real with you. A piece of me thinks she didn't deliver the food because the girl didn't tip her enough. And I think she didn't deliver the food because in her head, she was just like, oh, well, whatever. Like, I don't feel like getting out the car. Baby, you shouldn't be a DoorDasher if you don't feel like getting out of cars. You literally saw the address before you drove over there. And on top of that, let's be real. you also could have just said no if there was no tip. You also could have just maybe made an arrangement with her. Like, you could have went to a McDonald's real quick, charged your phone real quick, and then maybe found a way for her to come get the food. But instead, you going back and forth with her when she's cussing you out for not delivering her food, and you tell her to pull up, and you mad because she did. Most people don't want higher wages. Most of y'all just want lower cost of living. And I gotta be honest with y'all, you're never really gonna get to a point where you can make a huge high cost of living that's gonna match the lifestyle that you live, unless you have some like super high end degree and some crazy job and you live in some big ass state and you're super lucky and have a great network. I don't think a lot of people really want higher wages. They think they do, but they really don't. If you live in like the middle of nowhere in Alabama, why are people requesting that globally or all over the US we should be making at least $15 to $20 an hour? You live in the middle of nowhere of Alabama. Your rent is about $500 a month for a studio. Do you really need $20 an hour, $15 an hour? I'm just being honest. I'm not gonna sit up here and like obviously shit on people for their lifestyle choices of what they want to do more of. But some of y'all just need lower cost of living. So my best take is network, utilize your network, and maybe move to another city. I know it's obviously like, oh, but you know, the pay is lower in different cities. Yeah, it is. But you could probably find a really good job that does pay well. I understand if you leave New York, it's going to be hard to find a job that pays you $20 an hour, because in New York, they're making like $20 an hour working at McDonald's. And, you know, you go to Texas, they're going to only give you like $11 an hour. I get it. But that's really the only way and the only thing most of y'all can do.
Stressed, having a panic attack because I was stuck in the car by myself and couldn't move the car. Like, none of this would have happened. Y'all, I swear on everything. I swear on everything that I love. I am not dealing with this man no more ever again in my life. I have went through so much.
Bhad Bhabie likes her situation. I'll be honest with y'all. People on the internet are giving Bhad Bhabie a lot of grace and, oh my God, I'm so sorry that's happening to her. And I really do hate the fact that she's been in this crazy ass relationship with this man who's a few years older than her. And he's been just putting the pause on her consistently to the point where she's even sharing videos of him throwing shit and causing a fit in front of their child and putting his hands on her. She's on the internet crying about him literally every 6 months. I mean, I won't be giving her any grace because I feel like women like that like their situation. If you genuinely keep complaining and crying about the fact that somebody won't change, then you're a fucking idiot. Like, people change if they want to change for who they want to change for. And it's not your job to beg somebody to want to change. I feel like we've all been there. That person that you want to change so badly is not going to change. Let them go. Some people change and face themselves when you put up a wall and a boundary because they don't have a choice but to process your distance and your silence. She needs to wisen up, be smart, and stop being so fucking stupid. Because now I believe she's about 23 years old. Yeah, you're not a little ass girl anymore. You're a grown ass woman with a child. He's not going to change.
I wanted him to leave. I didn't want him to fucking leave in my car. That was all it was. Like, that's it. That's really, that's sad that that's all he has. Like, that shows you. I told you, everything he has is either me trying to destroy my own car so he can't leave in it, because I told him to go leave in an Uber and not leave in my car after disrespecting me or cheating on me. It's always shit like that. It's always me trying to stop him from leaving in my car.
I won't be giving her any grace because she likes it. Some people like being the victim. Some people like feeling like they're always victimized and people are doing their, because it's familiar to them. It's familiar territory.
The word celebrity, oh my gosh, that has came to Mafia Throne 3, Mariah Carey. Damn.
So I'll never forget when Ty Lil, Kai Cenat's really good friend, who we all know as popular streamers on the internet right now, recently came forth, and as we all know, they're having a whole Mafia-thon where they literally go live every single day with big high-profile guests. Mariah Carey recently went on there to promote her album, and everybody gave her a lot of backlash for being bland, having no personality, and being boring as fuck.
What's her daughter?
Yeah.
You have a husband?
I had 2 husbands.
Oh.
But they're not here anymore. Okay. Wants to FaceTime me.
I'm confused as to why y'all are confused. Mariah Carey has always been very chill, mellow, laid back, funny, ditzy, and goofy. And on top of that, she's fucking 56. She's old enough to be y'all fucking mom. Why on earth are y'all surprised that Mariah Carey's just chilling there? Let's be real. She's old enough to be their fucking mother, if not their grandmother. This woman has literally spawned fucking a 3-decade, 4-decade career. She's literally been around since the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and 2010s, and now the 2020s. She's fucking Mariah Carey. That was the exchange. Her presence, if anything, did more for y'all than it did for her. She don't need y'all fucking platform to promote her fucking album. I mean, her album probably not gonna do that well anyways, but she doesn't need their fucking platform. She's Mariah fucking Carey. She's a stellar entertainer. She bought her first multi-million-dollar home at the age of fucking 20 years old. This woman's been a star since she was like 19. Let's be so fucking for real. Mariah Carey being on y'all platform, if anything, did more for y'all, because in 5 to 8 years, when nobody gives a fuck about who y'all are anymore, let's be real, Mariah Carey is still going to be talked about, and she still will be here.
I only say Mariah Carey because I feel like her intentions was to promote her album, and I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that. You feel what I'm saying? Because business, you gotta respect good business. You feel what I'm saying? But what was the exchange for us? Like, I know she didn't want to sing, I know she didn't want to dance. You feel what I'm saying? But I feel like Kai, he held up his end of the burger. She promoted her album. Kai spoke to the kids. He did everything that he wanted. He did everything that probably was her team intentions and her intentions. And I feel like it wasn't really nothing in exchange. If you're gonna come on Mafiathon, you feel what I'm saying? You have to come and you have to be vulnerable. You feel what I'm saying? You have to come. Be ready to do what's in the box. Be ready to do hot ones. Be ready to jump in the pool. Be ready to, you feel what I'm saying? Be ready to come have fun.
Cardi B really should not have been allowed to put her old ass singles on her new album. First of all, Cardi B's album, I Am the Drama, recently came out, and it's been literally announced that she sold over 200,000 units within its first week. That's impressive ass numbers. Most people don't even really get those kind of numbers, especially after being around for so many years and going on such a strong hiatus. That's not common. But then when you really look at the statistics and the stats, her team really did their big one, and I think it was obviously a setup for her to really win. I get it. WAP and Up, which were two big singles 5 years ago, definitely did build her catalog. Like, those were hit songs and they both went #1. But putting those old ass songs on her album, that's weird. And I think they really should change the rules, because I could imagine Drake doing that. I could imagine Adele doing that. I could imagine Kendrick Lamar or even someone like Nicki Minaj doing shit like that, and people just giving it a pass. That's weird. Everyone who shamed Mucunan for having a 9-to-5 job is going to hell in a fucking handbasket. If y'all didn't know, Mucunan, he was that rapper that made that song Up on a Tuesday.
If you need me to come guest chef at your motherfucking spot, holla at me. Let me know what city I'm coming through, cooking up. We got the smash burgers going off tonight. You know, I'm tired already though, but you know, I love cooking for the people. So if y'all need me to pull up, let me know where. Tag your establishment. You need a guest cook come through.
And all of us remember that song. However, things haven't been going too well for him financially, and he hasn't had a hit song in many years, and he's struggling as a normal person trying to pay their bills. So he decided to settle and get a normal 9-to-5 job, and he's been working at a restaurant. So because he's been working at a restaurant, people have been grilling him and saying, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be like in the hills? Shouldn't you be in a mansion? I'll be real. When you get that kind of money, I'm confused as to how the fuck you don't manage it well. Like, people will never be able to touch that kind of money in their lifetime. This guy touched probably over $5 million because of how big that song was. And then Drake hopped on the remix, making it way better. So he fucked up his own opportunities because he was being stupid and foolish, and he had leeches around him who he didn't put boundaries for. So I genuinely think people who are shaming him for getting a job are going to hell in a handbasket, but there still needs to be a real conversation about self-accountability, because how did you touch that many M's and end up having to work at a restaurant? When you touch that many M's, there needs to be a serious talk, but this just goes to show you how the world is going and how the industry is all the way types of fucked up. And some of y'all would be really surprised if you found out that some of your favorite entertainers are scammers, ex-workers, and moving weight and are involved in human trafficking. But at least this man got a normal 9-to-5 job to put bread on the table and take care of himself. Only help people when it benefits you majority of the time. Very rarely should you help somebody out of just a simply art of just helping somebody. It will almost always bite you in the ass. Now, benefits can be spiritual. Sometimes people don't have to benefit you with putting money in your pocket, but sometimes benefits can be spiritual, such as somebody showing you gratitude, being polite to you, or someone saying that they appreciate you. Like, deep things like that can be spiritual. It could feel good knowing that somebody has gratitude and appreciates your help. It can also benefit you mentally knowing that you helped somebody get out of their situation and they actually took heed on what you did for them. And then it can benefit you financially, where somebody puts money in your pocket or does something for you that benefits your stock. And honestly, people might not typically agree with this, but you will never ever regret doing something for someone if it benefited you in the long run. Dubai chocolate looks like vomit. I don't have any desire to try that shit anytime soon. Is that shit worth the hype for a lot of y'all that have tried it? Because I heard that shit's oily as fuck. And then in some cases, I hear people saying that it's mid. Like, just let me know, because that shit looks disgusting to me. A two-parent household is not always necessary. Those are based on religious beliefs, and everyone will still make their own choices. How many of y'all know people that came from pretty decent families and still ain't shit, or still are pretty fucked up people, or did something pretty awful? I know at least a few. Some of y'all come from good families, good structure, parents that worked really, really hard. Some of y'all come from lives that are, really stable. You never had to struggle, worry about money. Some of y'all had two parents in a household and lived pretty well and lived comfortably. But some of y'all still ain't shit and are losers. I see people who legitimately had way more than me and couldn't do as much as I did when I was younger. And that says a lot about who they are and their own personal choices. Everybody will still make their choices. People think having a two-parent household is more likely for someone to still be on track and be a better person. That's not always true. I grew up in a one-parent household, and even at that, I was still neglected as a child, but I feel like I turned out pretty fine and respectful and did what I had to do to actually, improve my life and, live a decent life. But sometimes people got to make their own choice. Everybody has their own personality. You can have like 10 kids and you could be a stable, good person, but there's no guarantee that all 10 of those kids are going to wind up being good people. Some people just really ain't shit and will probably not be shit even with a decent household. I'm not mad at George Floyd's baby mama for being phony and putting on an act for the camera.
I wanted everybody to know that this is what those officers took from me. At the end of the day, they get to go home and be with their families. Gianna does not have a father. He will never see her grow up, graduate.
What do you want people to know?
Kind of that I miss him.
George Floyd's 6-year-old daughter, Gianna, talking about her dad.
What was your dad like?
He played with me.
She didn't have to play with nobody else because Daddy was going to play with her all day long.
Gianna's mother, Roxy Washington, saying that George loved his daughter.
Come to find out, George wasn't even in that little girl's life. On top of that, come to find out, some of his relatives weren't even allowed at the funeral. But again, that's another video within itself. But what's interesting is people like Joe Biden were there. Al Sharpton was there. People like Ludacris was there. And all types of people. Kevin Hart were at his funeral. And what's interesting is I feel like his baby mama and his daughter were used as as a funnel to funnel donations and get attention from celebrities, because Kanye West came out and said that he sent a donation to the baby mama and the kid of over $2 million. And then Kanye West ended up calling the mama out saying, yeah, they're opportunists and they're phony. And then the mama spoke out saying that Kanye West wasn't shit and that he was defaming her name and all types of shit, threatening to sue Kanye and everything for disrespecting her. And honestly, I'm not mad at her for putting on a show, because sometimes when you watch her interviews, like even the interviews from 5 years ago, she can never even really go into detail. Not even the daughter can go into detail about anything about George. Like, oh, he used to play with me. He used to walk me outside. He went to go get milk. And that's it. I find that odd. And people have always analyzed his baby mama's body language and have been very clear that she just doesn't seem genuine. And sometimes you look at her and you don't even see any tears. And then 5 years later, recently, she did an interview literally a couple months ago giving an update about how she feels about life. And you see that she's in this big old beautiful house.
And tonight she's talking to ABC 13's Maya Shea about her plans for her father's legacy and her future.
Chris, yeah, come up here.
The Gianna Floyd we remember, the 6-year-old little girl holding tight to her mom, meeting the then president, attending events honoring her dad, is today 11 years old in 6th grade and loves doting on her baby sister.
I see him in you. You look so much like him.
5 right there.
Gianna's mother is determined to keep those memories in the forefront.
I tell people all the time that's Gianna's father, but I'm the mother, so I have to create the legacy and then pass it down.
Barely a day goes by that Gianna doesn't hear something about how her father's death sparked conversations
that she was able to get because of all those donations. And you see she's living a very cozy and comfortable life. But honestly, I'm not mad at her. She got to provide for her kid. I mean, George Floyd wasn't doing shit. George Floyd wasn't even really a decent human being. He wasn't able to provide for his child. But those donations definitely came in handy. And I'm not mad at her. Get those coins. Do what you got to do. Life is hard nowadays. And if you feel like you got to secure the bag for your kid and your kid is taken care of, that's all that matters to me. If you open the door for someone and they don't say thank you and it bothers you, you're an attention whore and obsessed with validation. That's the hardcore truth. Some of y'all only do nice things for people just so they can validate you, and it sucks. Don't get me wrong, I get it. Like, sometimes it feels good to be validated because you didn't have to hold the fucking door open for them. But I remember when I was younger, I used to hold the door open for people and be like, oh, here you go. And then they would just walk right in and not acknowledge me. They would look at me, glance, and just keep walking. Or they would like open their phone and keep walking, not even acknowledge my presence. And I just think to myself, damn bitch, I didn't have to open a door for you. And I used to get so mad to the point where I used to be like, you're welcome. Thank you is a word. Like, I used to say that. But that's just petty and it's stupid because at the end of the day, that's them for not wanting to say thank you. If they don't want to say thank you, then let them not fucking say thank you. Some of them are probably going through fucked up shit in their lives. Some of them probably just are fucking stupid or they're just not good people. So who cares about their validation? I wouldn't want validation from someone that's not a good person. I wouldn't want validation from anyone that does not show any type of gratitude towards anybody, because I already know that if you do show gratitude, it's forced. Stop looking for a thank you when you hold open the door for somebody. It's not necessary because nobody owes you anything. You chose to leave that door open for them. And that should apply to anything in life. You chose to help. You could have said no. You could have said, nah, fuck that. Figure it out, bitch. And guess what? There are people who have seen me walk by and they haven't held the door open for me at all. And guess what? I'm not mad at them at all because they don't fucking know me, who I am, or if I'm a creeper or a crazy person. Why do they want to hold open the door for me? That TikToker DT from YouTube deserved to be arrested. And I hope someone gets a restraining order on him. And honestly, I'm surprised nobody beat his ass. So if y'all not sure who DT is a popular TikTok influencer who has been known to walk around the UK, London to be exact, and harass African elders. So he'll go around and he'll go up to like Nigerians or other Africans from the diaspora and he'll pretend to cast spells on them. And you guys know how a lot of Africans feel about, you know, witchcraft, magic, spells, sorcery, and much more. Because most Africans you meet, especially in Western countries, are very religious.
Sir, calm down. Yes, sir, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Sir, I think I'll not find you again. I'll find you. Sir, calm down. Yes, sir, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. No. Don't call Jesus. Don't call Jesus. Don't call Jesus. Don't call Jesus. Calm down. Calm down. Don't call Jesus. Don't call Jesus. Don't call Jesus. Yes, receive it. Ma, receive one. Receive one. Calm down. Calm down. Don't call Jesus. Don't call Jesus. Don't call Jesus. Don't call Jesus. Sir, I beg you, don't call Jesus. Oh, don't call Jesus. Don't call Jesus. Don't call Jesus. Don't call Jesus. No. Don't call Jesus. 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 Calm down. Don't call Jesus. Don't call Jesus. Don't call Jesus. Yes. Every tongue that rises up against me in judgment is condemned. Don't call Jesus. Don't call Jesus. No. I rebuke it. I rebuke it. Don't call Jesus. No. I rebuke it. Don't call Jesus. Yes. Auntie, why are you running? I'm good there. Auntie, it's quite unfortunate. I've been sent to come and destroy you. To come and destroy me? Yes. Okay. Yes. Auntie, why are you running? Why are you running? It's a sacrifice. I've been sent to come and destroy you. What? Yes. 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 I come and destroy them. Yes. Jesus. Don't call Jesus.
And he would do these kind of things and throw like powder on them, and then they would like run and like spaz out.
Okay, so you didn't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you give answering questions which they throw in court. And if you do say maybe give evidence. Okay. It smells like how? Pardon? Baby powder. What can I hear from you, please?
Hey, free DT. Yeah, free DT, man.
We'll have that phone off if you want.
No.
Because you record it.
No. Yeah, man. Free him. Free DT. Trust me, you'll go viral.
I'm doing the prank with you guys.
He's in cuffs. Show the cuffs. But the police are saying that I can't record. Why can I not record? I need proof from my friend. They should release him. Oh my days.
And he just got reprimanded for it. He deserved to get arrested. What you throwing powder on people for? On top of that, you over here spazzing out auntie. You don't know people have fucking like heart attack. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? He did the absolute most. Like, I get those are the ones that were going the most viral, but at least mix it up. Don't do the same fucking prank over and over. And then in the same area where, you know, Africans are prevalent, of course, Africans are putting your ass in the WhatsApp group chat like they always fucking do. And of course, they're going to go around fucking telling people to watch out for this guy and someone's going to see you and then call the fucking police. Of course, you got arrested. You know what I mean? I wish you would have tried that shit in America. Of course you could do that shit in Europe. You can do that shit in London, okay? Because don't nobody got guns. But I wish you would have done that shit in America. Because had you done that shit to some of the Africans that are around me, some of them would have fucked around and pulled up and beat your ass. Or some of them would have probably shot your ass, bitch. And you would have been dead. So, yeah, I'll be honest. He should have done that to somebody his own size, his own age, that could easily take a joke. These are people from an older generation that don't even know about YouTube or TikTok or pranks and social experiments. You shouldn't have done that shit. So yeah, lock his ass up. I'm sure he'll get out on bail, but yeah, he had it coming. TikTok should add a disclaimer for content thieves. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm tired of going on TikTok and then seeing somebody literally regurgitate some shit they saw on an Instagram reel. Like, I literally watch a fucking TikTok, and then this guy who I literally used to follow would constantly repeat some shit he saw on TikTok that go viral from a smaller creator, and then he would literally recreate it in his own way and wouldn't even say who he was inspired by. But I cannot stand when big creators do that shit, or when creators in general try to rip off people's shit. Like, bitch, be original. Like, you're clearly lame as fuck and need your ass slapped because you can't even admit that you're inspired by other people. How old are you? Like fucking 15? People are so obsessed with looking like the only one or the true one that did something. But thank you for coming to my TED Talk, and those are my unpopular opinions. I hope you guys enjoyed this entire fucking breakdown, this entire video. I had a lot of opinions and a lot of shit to say, and I know that I probably ruffled a lot of people's feathers, but I don't give a fuck. These are my unpopular opinions, and yeah, that's that. Like, comment, and subscribe. Choice out this bitch. I'm dreaming, I can't really think of you. And you can't believe and say, I love you too. Yeah, I'm dreaming for you tonight, 'cause of all, I'll be holding you tight. 'Cause there's no one in this world I ever be. And then